Hey everybody, welcome to Kimmel's Pub Time for another movie review. Tonight's movie, The Housemaid, just came out streaming today, and I have to watch it. Normally, I like to save these, you know, better known movies for the weekend. I don't know, even 2 hours 11 minutes long, but no, can't wait. Gotta see it. Man, it's Seyfried, Seyfried. You know who? I know her. I don't know. It sounds like it. I normally say it differently, but anyway, and Sydney Sweeney. It's Sydney Sweeney. It plays a girl who accepts a job as a live-in housemaid for a wealthy girl. That's Amanda, but begins as a dream job, quickly unravels into something far more dangerous, a sexy, seductive game of secret scandal and power. Okay, sounds, I don't know, trashy, but I'm just saying, by reading that, I don't know anything about the movie besides who's in it, what I've said so far. Psychological drama, psychological thriller, drama, and thriller. Way to break those out, thank you. And it is a 7.0 on IMDb. 48,805 people rated it so far. So that's pretty solid. So I think it's going to be good. I'm excited. Stick around. I'll let you know what I think. Hey, everybody. We're at the credits of The Housemaid. And, I'll say for the most part, I felt it was predictable. Um, Good. Well done. I like the acting. I like Amanda Seyfried. That's how I think you say it. I'm sticking with it. It's the way I tell all my friends when I talk. No. And Sydney Sweeney. I always think she's a great actress. I think people like her for other reasons. I say this every time I review her. Now, some of those reasons that other people like her are in this movie. But I really think she does have a good skill, especially like I noticed it right in the beginning when she showed up. Like she shows up at the place's house she's going to be a nanny or a housemaid at, and you can see the way like I don't know she plays it off. So anyway, there's that. And so basically, she shows up at his house, and she's supposed to be a nanny, and Amanda is the mother or the wife there, and then our man Brandon Sklenar, I think is the way you say it. I've seen him before. Very recognizable, handsome looking, like a Glenn Powell kind of guy, you know. Walks around in a muscle a teacher with the white, they call the they're called wife beaters, and that's kind of what he anyway. Um, anyway, those shirts, right? That's what he walks around the entire movie with. Not, but anyway, I think he does a great job in this one as well. Also, surprise, Elizabeth Perkins, is that what it's called? Let me double check here. I'm pretty sure Elizabeth Perkins plays his mother, and small role, but she's from Big, and what was the other movie she was in? She was in Ghostbusters. There's something else, but you would recognize her. Oh, and About Last Night. But from Big, he was whatever, doesn't matter. But I was like, I know her, I know her, I know her, and then I finally put it together. And I got it before I looked it up. Anyway, um, so it's this whole I don't know how to say it without spoiling it at all. So I don't want to do that right yet. But you know, hard watch. She's dealing with a lot. The movie is basically set up as Amanda is like kind of almost bipolar, and what's her name has to deal with it. That Sydney, and she's trying to figure this all out. Maybe there's some flirting going on, all that kind of stuff. And so that's the kind of setup that you're gonna get, right? And then you know, things get off the rails. So a little long, tough to watch at times because it's just that bad things happen to people, but otherwise good. I gotta talk more openly. So if you haven't seen it yet, and you want to check it out, check it out. I'm not gonna try and ruin the ending, but spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert. You've been warned. I mean, okay, right? So it's a setup, the whole setup you got, right? The wife is crazy and she's making this crazy for her, and then the big twist happens, and like okay, then it gets you know a little bit different. Well, not even the big twist, the transition of what he's doing, and then the twist happens, and he puts her in the room, right? And then the other twist, you know what I mean? And it starts to unwind. They peel back, unwind, unravel, or whatever it is. So all that starts happening, right? So like it all, love it. I think the whole once you know what's happening, you know what's going to go down, all that kind of stuff. I have a couple of things I want to say. I know I'm all over the place, but I do like the final scene, the setup. of her interviewing at the other house. I thought that was fantastic. I'm not sure. At first, I was thinking, was that her whole idea going out? But no, Nina's Amanda is like, I'm gonna have her help out. You know what I mean? So that was cool. I like that. Like she's kind of got like she's like almost a superhero now. So fantastic. And then it all comes full circle. Why she got arrested and why she was in prison for so long for somebody who's very abusive and doing things like that. Now she's gonna be a superhero. So I like that. Putting that all together, love it. The only thing I got that I want to say about is okay, they do all this, and I get it. The cop comes in and says, I know who he was, and so it looks like a natural fall, and nobody's at fault here. Okay, she's not the only one who's going to make that decision, and the fact that he filed divorce papers, you know what I mean? It's like, I don't know. Like, if the mother wouldn't have texted that, don't put that out there because now it seems like they're definitely going to investigate a little bit further. Although they don't for the sake of the movie, but if you're going to rate a movie over 7, you got to catch these little flaws, right? I mean, I think if a guy fell out and all the circumstances, the housemaid was gone for a week, you just happen to come home and find him, it seems a little shady. Okay. Even though you have this one cop that's going to say, yeah, maybe it's not shady, other investigators are going to be like, wait a minute, he filed for a divorce, she just didn't sign the papers yet, right? And all the other history with her, like that, it's just not gonna get us scot free. They've got to tighten up that. They should have tightened up that ending. I'm all cool with that. She does get away with it and stuff like that, but I just think you gotta rethink that. That's my thought. So there you go. Hopefully that was helpful. Helpful. I mean, hopefully I didn't spoil it for you. But I did give you a warning. But that's it. It was hard to talk without getting into spoilers, and I really felt like I wanted to share that. So there you go. That's what I got for you. Hopefully that was helpful. Thanks for tuning in. Kimmel's Irish Pub.